People grow up hearing, eat your vegetables, but this presentation will demonstrate why you should not do that, and don't listen to your parents. In the best clinical case study that we have observed, PubMed and PMC 3435786, all 36 patients were cut out fiber completely from their diet. All their digestive issues and gastrointestinal issues all disappeared within a matter of a few weeks. Another important thing to note is that vegetables contain harmful compounds called anti-nutrients. These could include things like goitrogens, found in high amounts in kale and broccoli, and when consumed in large amounts, it can mess with your thyroid, which messes with your hormones, which can in turn cause mental retardation. Another important thing, harmful compound that is found in vegetables are oxalates. Oxalates bind to calcium and inhibit its absorption into your body. Another thing that you should watch out for are that oxalates can also bind to your retina in your eyeball and long-term cause blindness. None of these are found in any animal products, which really points out why are you, as a carnivorous scavenger, who has a pH level close to a vulture, why are you eating green leaves as a human being? This number 26 points out all the compounds and nutrients not found in plants that are only found in animal products. These include things like bioavailable retinol in the form of vitamin A, only found in animal products, which is what your body is able to use. B12 is also an important nutrient that is essential for brain and for your hormone production, and is not found in any vegetables. Another nutrient not found is EPA and DHA, which are omega-3 acids, which are not found in any plant form, only in the form of ALA, which your body has to convert, and half the population cannot convert a lot of these nutrients. Another nutrient not found in large amounts is cholesterol. And you're always told, oh, don't eat cholesterol, it's gonna raise your cholesterol. But cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone. And without it, you'll just be brain dead, honestly. So this is a vulture. Humans' pH is similar to that of a vulture, which are able to break down decomposing, rotting animals. And you, as a human being, are eating leaves off of a plant. We are able to break down dead animals similar to them. So why are you eating plants as a carnivorous scavenger? This is liver. Most kids today will see this as gross, but this is our natural diet. Kids in tribes, places like in Africa and in the Arctic, they beg their parents to eat the liver of the animal because it tastes like sweet chocolate, especially if it's from a freshly killed animal. This contains every nutrient and forms that you will not find in the large quantities found in vegetables. So instead of picking up broccoli, how about you pick up some raw liver instead? So next time your parents ask you to eat your vegetables, tell them, no mom, no dad, get us some raw liver from a fresh, healthy animal instead, and I can actually hit all my macro and micronutrient needs. Here's my works cited.
Going back to slide 4, vegetables are also missing important and essential amino acids only found in animal foods, like creatine, taurine, carnosine. These things are so important for your body, but yet vegetables do not have them. Human beings were adapted and evolved to eating only animal products, or mostly animal products with seasonal fruit as change. Why are you eating green leaves or vegetables that are missing 26 important compounds and nutrients when you could be eating a ribeye steak? No human on earth likes eating vegetables in a raw form. That's why they put butter, cheese, spices, salt, anything but eating it naturally. If you wouldn't eat it raw, then you probably shouldn't eat it at all. This also goes back to my slide of the vulture. Human beings have stomach pH levels similar to those of vultures. Vultures are able to break down decomposing dead animals. Human beings, since we do have similar pH systems similar to them, we are able to break down animal foods, and that's why it is so acidic, because we are able to break down the bacteria and be able to take in the nutrients from the animals. Another important thing I'd like to discuss is how people like saying, oh, vitamin C, antioxidants are also found in vegetables. Antioxidants are meant there for the plant. Real antioxidants are be able to used by the human are cholesterol, testosterone, actual antioxidants that have an antioxidant effect. Antioxidants found in vegetables and plants are known to be pro-oxidants in humans and not good for you. Another thing is vitamin C is already found in stuff like liver and muscle meat, especially raw. If you are not consuming much exogenous glucose, you do not need much vitamin C at all. So this already debunks that claim too. Another thing is that many of these vegetables we found nowadays, such as broccoli, do not exist at all in nature. These haven't been around for even 100 years, so why are you eating them at all? And I like to make the claim, GMOs are, they're not that bad. Well, they are, because they're abnormal amounts of sugar that we wouldn't find in many of these fruits. And a lot of these vegetables were either too acidic before and were poisonous, so now we're eating it, but just less poisonous. You're still getting toxins in your body. Why are you eating them at all? Next time you're like, I don't want to eat my veggies. That's good. That's natural instincts. That's exactly why babies spit out broccoli when they eat it, because they can taste the poisons and the toxins on their tongue. So instead of picking up broccoli, pick up some raw liver instead from a healthy, clean source. Even cooking it is still better than any vegetable and contains more nutrients than any vegetable will ever have. Another important thing to take note of is that I'm not advocating for a carnivore diet. A lot of the diets nowadays, carnivore diet specifically, is just eating cooked muscle meat, which is not how we would naturally eat. What I do advocate for, though, is eating mostly raw. Try getting high quality raw muscle meat, organs, eating eggs and seafood, and seasonal fruit. We, most of the time as humans, do not have access to fruit 24/7. In eating fruit during times like the winter does not fit with how we evolutionary evolved to eating. But fruit is still great for when you get to sugar cravings, as natural human beings do. But I also do advocate that if you try eating fruit, try finding wild berries, wild fruits, something that isn't too high in sugar, because sugar does age your skin through a process called glycation. And make note that no exogenous carbohydrates are necessary in the human diet. We already make enough glucose, 4 grams, which is in our bloodstream at all times, through a process called gluconeogenesis. And I also like to speak on the fact that if you're not consuming many exogenous carbohydrates, then you do not need much vitamin C, since they both beat for the blood glucose transport. And this also takes me back to the point that, you shouldn't restrict yourself too much. This diet shouldn't feel restrictive. It should feel good. When you're hungry, you should eat. When you're not hungry, then don't eat. You should eat when you feel you need to. And most illnesses and diseases caused nowadays are due to cellular damage from processed foods, seed oils, things like that. Another thing with vegetables, a final thing I want to touch on, is that oxalates also, when they bind to calcium, they can cause joint issues, sleep issues, and they inhibit the absorption of calcium into your body, which is what many kids need nowadays to grow. If you actually want to grow, you should be drinking milk, preferably raw, blood, eating lots of saturated fat, which is what your brain and body is made of, and lots of cholesterol in order to be able to grow and be healthy. And you need many nutrients found in things only in animal products, like liver. I hope you guys enjoyed my TED Talk.